So basically, what made you leave corporate job and start something so different?
There was a lot that was asking to be changed. Leaving the corporate was not really an objective. I wanted to do something, and if it could be nicely done from within a corporate, I would have rather done that. In fact, Advait is still a private limited company. So it's not that I opted out of corporate. But as far as the mission is concerned, there are things that people are doing. There are things that I could have done, but a lot of people could have done as well as me. And there were things that I could have done and somebody could have done in a better way. But there was something that I saw that I was seeing, and that cause was really crying out. It needed to be taken up, but very few people were attending to it. So, just opportunism. Something important, somebody needs to take it up. So I said, why not me?
So, would you like to elaborate on it, like things which you saw?
What about the movie? You see, all of you sitting over here are quite knowledgeable people, right? Even the reference made to us is knowledge workers, right? That's how we are referred to. White collar jobs. So we know a lot, or at least a little. Our knowledge is in some areas pretty detailed as well, and it's quite amazing the extent to which human intelligence has gone and created this knowledge, and other human beings have absorbed it and are putting it to use. Now, having known this much, is it not strange what do you read in the newspapers? Man quarreling with man, nation quarreling with nation, husband quarreling with wife, neighbor quarreling with neighbor, man quarreling with himself. When we find nobody else to engage, we are busy fighting ourselves. And we know so much. We know so much. Yet basics of life, jealousy, we are young people, possessiveness, insecurity, small happenings in our environment seem to shake us up. Does that happen or not? One piece of news regarding the market, or regarding the changing company policies, or regarding the changing environment within the organization, and suddenly we feel as if the ground under our feet is slipping. Is that not so? And we have so much of knowledge, all of us. And there are people who have much more knowledge than us. The thing is, their situation too is just the same. So, this interested me. I asked, why is knowledge, why is all our progress not helping us lead more secure and composed inner lives? You know, you look at an illiterate man, then you look at somebody who could not go beyond class 10th, then you look at somebody who has done his BTech, and then at a postdoctorate, and tell me, are they really internally any different? It is equally probable that all of them might be suspicious of their wife, authoritarian towards their kids, aggressive towards their neighbor, jealous of their colleague. Is it not equally likely? By doing a PhD, does the probability that you will be worried, does this probability decrease? Chances are it increases. So why is our knowledge not helping us be? Ultimately, we have to live with ourselves, right? Why is our knowledge not helping us simply be more centered? So this brought me to the question of what kind of knowledge do we have? The knowledge that we have all pertains to something external. We know about this, about that, about cooling technologies, all kinds of electronics, optics, the world, Mars, other galaxies. We have collected so much knowledge about them. But our education in schools and colleges and our training as professionals in corporates simply does not touch upon ourselves. We have been educated probably in some of the premier institutions, and then our training has continued in the places we have worked in. But somehow, nowhere have we been sensitized towards our own mind. Our education and training is such that it never asks us to turn within. With the result that even the most knowledgeable man is actually so infantile and immature. He may be 40 years of age. He might be earning a lot. But in his psyche, he is still a baby. Somebody who can have a nervous breakdown anytime. Somebody who just can't get along well with his wife. Somebody who simply can't stop himself from competing. He competes with everybody. And he says that he is in a leadership position. He says he is leading X number of people. The fault does not lie with this man. The fault lies with the way we have been brought up, educated, and continuously trained. So full of knowledge about this and that, but largely ignorant of the self. Unfortunately, nobody lives with his knowledge. You live with that feeling in your mind, don't we? We all know that. We know what I'm talking about, right? You know when you are not alright. And I know that nobody wants to feel not alright. Anybody here who is interested in feeling not alright? Anybody here who likes that feeling when your legs are unnecessarily shivering? And we all have experienced that, have we not? You have just appeared for an interview and you are awaiting that call from HR. And that call comes. You recall that experience? Some of us might be having it pretty frequently. Yeah, there are professional job hoppers as well. So. You recall that experience? That call comes. And how your fingers simply can't stop their SHM. No. What is the worth of your knowledge? What is the worth? Yes, others might think that you are somebody. Given your knowledge, your experience, your professional advancement, and probably your bank balance. But is all of that of use to you beyond a point? These were the questions that I was struggling with. And I thought these are important questions. And I could see that these are important things that not many people are really prepared to attend to. So I thought, well, let's go into it. And I have been lucky that I have had many other people who have seen the importance of this over the years, who came to me, who joined me, assisted me in this journey, are still coming. And you would understand that this is not something which is a mainstream career option or something. So only those who really see the worth of this work, they come and join. Thankfully, there are a few such people. You too are welcome. Deveshi knows the address and the rest of it. Look at this, for example. Had I been sitting here to talk about some technology, give me the name of a latest technology that people here might be interested in. Cloud. So let's say I am an expert in cloud computing and I have come here to talk. A lot of us would have a lot of questions to ask. Especially if we had only 10 or 15 minutes, right? But when it comes to speaking about ourselves, we are simply lost. We don't know what to say. And I understand our predicament. What I'm saying might sound interesting to you. But what do we talk about? Yeah, nice, right, alright. But what is in it to talk about? There is a lot, incidentally. But this is such an unknown territory. Our own mind is such an unknown territory to us. And in spite of seeing, getting a hint at least that there is something in it, that's a story in every walk of life, you know. I'm sure many of us are friends here with each other, right? We talk about so many things, don't we? But do we really talk about the real? Not that we want to hide it. But there has been something in the way we have come up, that we have become experts in remaining engrossed in the trivial. But when it comes to the real, we become a little tongue-tied, don't we? It's not something that is happening only in your relationship with me. Parents and kids, how authentic is their conversation? And I need not talk about bosses and subordinates. That is not even supposed to be authentic. But what if even husband-wife conversation is rarely genuine, rarely real? Yeah, we can talk about the furniture. We can talk about what's happening in the neighbor's house. We can talk about the new restaurant down the road. But do we really talk about that which matters? That which matters. That which really keeps us off center. Do we ever talk about it? We have been trained to slip it under the carpet. I thought, why not bring a few skeletons out of the cupboard, just for fun. Think of all the people you have been in touch with since years, and think of whether you have had a single genuine conversation with them. It is amusing and at the same time horrifying. Even the ability to look at each other directly in the eye. Have you seen people? who just really don't want to have an eye contact. And it's not their fault. It's nobody's fault. But somebody needs to do something about it, huh? It's a worthy cause, right? A few people must take it up. Should they not? What do you say? Hmm? What do you say? I invite people. I say, let's look at facts. Let's not talk dream stuff. I say, look at all the mails that you have written in the past 6 months. Not the strictly professional ones. All the mails that you have written to your friends, relatives, acquaintances. I say, now read them again. And read them very directly, very objectively, very honestly. And then tell me how much of it is real. Of course, I'm not talking of mails relating to a sales pitch or such stuff. They are not supposed to be real. Are they? But what about mails written to friends? Huh? To cousins? Even to parents? What is happening? We are intelligent people, all of us. At least to the extent that intelligence is a synonym of knowledge, we are quite intelligent. What's going on? I still don't know what's going on. I'm exploring. I'm a novice in that sense. Anuradha would second that. Okay, try this, a small experiment. Small experiment. Just walk up to somebody, not casually. Walk up to somebody as if you really mean it. Look him straight in the eye, take his name or her name and say, I want to talk to you. And not so melodramatically, but with sincerity. Just with sincerity. And you'll only see scare in his eyes. Oh my God, is something real going to come up? As long as you are casual and you just walk past people, tapping them on their shoulders. Hi John, what's up? How's the hot dog? The Yankee thing. As long as that is happening, we are friends. But if you give the slightest hint to the other person that you mean to open your heart up, instead of feeling gratified, he will feel terrified. Try this. It's fun, good fun. And after you see him trembling. Tell him, no, I don't mean anything. It's casual. We are afraid of everything that is not really false. Over the years, I have been surprised to see how much we are really afraid of intimacy. I'm surprised because ostensibly we all say that we want intimacy, we want closeness with somebody. But when intimacy really beckons or knocks on our door, we retract. We don't have the guts to embrace it. You must have seen such people. They are so insecure they can't let anybody come close. Because somebody coming close is a threat to their entire mental structure. They'll have to accommodate him. Their structure will need to change. That structure, by the way, is also called as ego. We are young people here. I am not talking of physical intimacy. We understand that, right? Huh? So that's what the whole game is about. Complex, challenging, but fun.